What's up, YouTube? Wraithyn here. I'm back again. We got another coaching video. Holy crap, you guys are going to be sick and tired of these by the time they're done. This time we got Wlfy again. We're coaching Xuffer in the mid lane. He's playing Thoth. It is loud as hell. So I'm going to turn it down real quick. But yeah, we're going to dive in with Xuffer. He's the troll of the Smite community, but he is actually a decent player. He's playing Thoth, which is one of the more complicated and I would say weak gods. He's, I think, one of the weakest win rates in the entire game. So we'll see if we can get Xuffer the dub here. All right, let's get in game with him.
Hell yeah.
Xuffer, how you feeling, buddy?
Kind of nervous.
Why are you nervous? It's Wlfy. What do you think the future of supports will be after mid-season patch? I think they're going to be fine.
No, say again.
What do you think the future of supports will be after mid-season patch?
Oh, no, they're going to be completely fine. In fact, there might be a little bit more
I think they're going to be stronger because...
There's going to be more diversity. Or maybe like there's going to... I'm just going to throw that out there. I don't know it, obviously. But maybe there is going to be the support is going to become a second jungler. Who knows? We shall see.
I personally think that it's going to have the opposite effect that they anticipated with the pen changes. Because I think more physical damage dealers will be able to itemize into pen without feeling bad about it.
I think Berserker is like the biggest thing.
Oh, that one's going to be...
Like that was the big Yakaroos.
That one's gonna be yikes. You know, I think before when I was an assassin, I had to make, or when I was a jungler, I had to make a conscious decision not to build pen, right? Like, I'm gonna build the Titans here, or I'm gonna build a Bloodforge, right? And with one, I'm gonna go for the tanks, or you know, I'm gonna go for try and hit the whole team.
I would have not. Honestly, you're playing way too aggressive on the first wave. You're looking. What I would have personally done right here is either do like the mids or your right mids, or I would have gone directly for the red buff. Like it's brilliant to like poke him out and everything.
I can barely hear you, bud.
How about now? Can you hear me now?
Xuffer, can you hear us now?
I can hear you, but I can barely hear Wlfy when he talks.
Talk again, because
I should be able to like be a little bit more loud now.
On our end, it looks like it's fine, dude. Can you hear Wlfy now?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now, Xuffer?
Oh yeah, a lot better.
Okay, good. I was about to say I'm not sure if you can hear me or not. But anyways, on the very first wave, like when you dashed in, I would have not. I mean, I would have not done that. Quite frankly, I would have just like cleared the wave. You already poked him out. You already won the lane. I mean, like at the very least, like the lane in the first wave, right? So you can just you have like the you have the power play, right? So because you have the power play, you might as well just go ahead and do either mids and go back to mid so you don't lose any farm whatsoever. Meanwhile, you're gaining farm, or I would have just gone for the red buff. Because right now, like, you guys invaded the red buff, which is great. But then you didn't get the experience from, like, your own red buff.
Xuffer, did you start the stream at 720p 60? Because it looks like it's at 30.
So...
Did I start what?
The stream, did you do 720p 60 or 30?
I have no idea what you're talking about, so...
Yeah, so you probably fucked it up. There's this setting on the on the stream thing. I would have cleared the wave there.
Yeah, you're focusing way too much on just poking him. Like, what you want to do as a Thoth, you're trying to get to level 8, no, level 9 actually. Normally from between level 7 and 9, that's where like your sweet spot is going to be. Then that's where you're going to be happy with yourself, because you're going to be getting an insane, you're going to be getting your boots, and you're going to have the ability to clear the wave without a problem. So because you're going to have the ability to clear the wave without a problem, you're just going to be able to like poke a lot better at that point, right? But right now, I would just focus on clearing the waves.
Well, it's a Zhang jungle, so he doesn't really have to worry about much. Xuffer, when you back, go to the settings tab on your stream and see if you can change it to 720/60. It's a little gear in the bottom right of your screen share.
I did it.
Oh, thank Christmas. Oh, that's so much better. Yeah,
that is way better.
Yeah, if I was poked out that... Well, the thing is that there's no kill potential out of their jungle, right? Like, he had his dash and his 3-up. Like, if it was literally any decent jungler, like a Thor or anybody else, he doesn't go for that kill there on the tower line, but it's a Zhong. The Zhong's, he has to walk up to him. Worst case scenario, he blinks. He's got his beads up, and then he threes and dashes and just gets away from him. There is no threat to him as a Thoth right now.
Ooh. Good try.
I could have sworn that hit. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You know why I didn't hit? Because of the ping.
What is it, 90 ping? Yeah.
Yeah. That is the reason you didn't hit. Your ping is not on your side. So here, if you want to use... Yeah, I was about to say. That's okay. You got him anyways. Well done.
Yeah, be a little more patient. I would say be less patient with your ones and more patient with your twos, right? 'Cause that's a big hit.
Not only that, but that's your safety net as well. So like that's your safety net. As soon as you use your two...
Do I go for that with him?
No, like you're literally just chilling. At this point, you want to back. You want to back because
you
want
gotta clear the wave now.
Well, at this point, yeah, you want to clear the wave, but be careful how aggressive you play here because they could be engaging on you.
Your Horus should be helping you clear this.
So yeah, just clear that as fast as possible and get out of
back. Yeah, get the fuck out. You don't even have to stay.
No, you don't have to stay anymore.
You get as soon as he went to the wave there, you have 5 seconds from when you hit the wave to get credit for it. So you literally could have dropped your 3 things, taken 2 step backed.
Are these red boots or?
It doesn't matter what you get here. I would personally get cooldown, but like you going for power, it ain't bad whatsoever.
You're gonna get plenty of cooldown.
Like
later.
you're gonna get cooldown.
I thought I was going against raw mid, so what I planned on doing was going divine. So I was gonna cooldown boots in divine because it's not on her. I plan on going power boots into Desto into Chronos.
Replace your Chronos with Soul Gem and you're gonna be happier.
Okay.
I would still get the Divine Rune if I were you, but at the same time, if you don't really care for it, then it's whatever.
On her leap down. Nice shot, really good.
So go back to mid, just clear the mid wave here, clear the mid wave, get the mids, get the red buff. Yes, like you.
Their red buff or our red buff?
But definitely. I mean, do a red buff. The enemy red buff is down anyways.
Oh yeah, I see you. I know what you mean. That's a dumb question.
Hey, you're fine. So yeah, just take as much farm as possible. For example, yeah, here get your mids. So like try to get your mids right here. Yeah.
You can throw your wall up for that too.
Yeah, that's fine. And then you can just go ahead clear the mid wave too. Don't dash on the mid wave. Just wait for them. Let them clear because there are 2 people in the mid lane. So you never need to play aggressive here whatsoever.
You're way far up.
So yeah, I would have played even like safer than this. Because you put yourself in a quote-unquote dangerous position, right? So like you don't want to do that.
Okay.
I thought of it before you did. Check out my tag.
Tell Sam to chill the fuck out unless you want a 10-minute coaching. You're gonna get laning. Athena could be nuts with Nemean, and Bellona's gonna be nuts with Nemean. Will be in ranked after mid-season? Yes. He will be in next batch, Tuesday. They've tuned him down pretty good.
So what I would do here, I would be clearing the mid wave and then I would be going for backcamps, like right backs. 100%. Like I wouldn't, if you want to poke him out, feel free to do so. I personally wouldn't even care. You're really ballsy with your dashes, man. I swear, I would never do anything like that unless like I would be very certain about like my position. Good try, but again,
kind of a waste.
So you're getting way too greedy for this kill.
I was one.
Like,
I messed up. I fucked up.
At this, no, I mean like it's okay, but like in general, what you want to do here and the realistic play. Like, you don't go for that kill, and you don't dash to begin with, you clear the wave, and then you go for your right backcamps, and then you also have the red buff spawning, so you can clear the red buff afterwards as well. Because, like, right now, what you're doing is that you don't have any sort of MP5, you're getting a totem now, right?
Farm.
But you're just, like, wasting so much time and so much mana for absolutely no reason whatsoever. So here, for example, if you're looking at your circuit is basically getting all the farm that was in reality yours. And the reason the circuit is getting the farm is because you're not going for it yourself. And again, you're just sitting in the mid lane and clearing waves, right? Which is the reason why like they dove you and they killed you.
Real quiet, Wlfy.
He's
like I'm having trouble.
Chat, do you think Wlfy's quiet here?
Let me try turning you up in Discord.
Yeah.
Alright.
Can you hear me, Xuffer?
Xuffer, can you hear him?
A little bit better, yeah.
Alright. Alright, sounds good then.
Everybody in chat can hear him, so it's your Discord.
Okay. Yeah, I know it's me. I also have my SFX like turned up to max, so literally every ability I hear.
Right.
Yeah, you're playing like super aggressively and you're losing a lot of farm for it. Like Sam's also bullying the shit out of this on her for no reason. Like there's so much farm up on the map and you guys are going
right
for these
here.
picks.
I would literally not even join the team fight. I will go for backcams. Like I would clear the mid
They're
wave.
red.
Like I would clear the mid wave. You can either get their backcams, their red buff, mids just spawn now 945. Right backcams are up, like left backcams are up. There is so much farm on the map that like nobody's getting. And this like all this farm is yours.
Okay.
Who or what's your leveling order on Thoth? Because I always level the 2.
I level 1, 2. I mean 1, 2, 4. I mean, well, no. I level 1, 4, 2, 3. That's
Right.
what I do it.
Yeah, so I would prioritize your 2 over the 3.
Yeah, that was a fat finger. If you don't remember, I'm fat, so.
I gotcha. Yeah, just let him clear. You literally don't need to care about this whatsoever.
Yeah, even there I wouldn't push
Like,
up. Not with the Circuit Surge.
right there. You can wait for the next wave, and then you just save 80 mana. Well, actually, you save 130. Or no, 120.
Yeah, you're not
120,
clearing.
120 or 110. I can't see properly. Well, you have
110,
80 with the
110.
30, 110. Yeah, so you have to save 110. Again, like you're playing aggressive here. Look where your jungler is. Your jungler just got the red buff by herself. Meanwhile, you didn't get the XP from the red buff whatsoever.
Yeah, you should be 3 levels ahead of this on her, and you're not.
Yeah.
You're sober now. Chill.
And now you have no mana. You're playing way too aggressive. You have literally 0 mana. So,
I only did that because the Circuit ulted him, so I just wanted to get enough damage so the Circuit ult popped.
right. So here, I would back. Like, I would literally not even bother. You have no mana. You have no business whatsoever. So, one thing that, like, you do need to be careful with, you're getting mana enough. Yeah, there you go. You're getting enough mana to dash away now. Nice.
That was a nice
So,
kill.
just get out. Let the mid wave go. The Soul in is coming to the mid lane. He's going to be clearing the mid wave. You don't need to care for this whatsoever.
That's a really good rotation out of the Hades there.
Yeah. So, one thing I can tell you for sure is that you should be getting a lot more farm than you are at the moment.
And wasting a lot less mana.
And in terms of mana, you're wasting so much mana for no reason whatsoever, and then you run out of mana, and then you just end up in bad situations just because you have no mana. So if you try to use your mana a little bit more efficiently. Like if you want to poke and all that, that's brilliant, but at the same time, look on the map, and as soon as you have something to do, you shouldn't be sitting in the mid lane and give the enemy the enemy team an opportunity to engage on you. You should be proactive. So for example, the back camps are up now, right? You can clear the mid wave and then you can go for the left back camps.
So here's my question: is that just because I'm playing Thoth, or is that a general rule for?
No, that is a general thing. So as a mid laner, you're looking to collect farm and get to the late game as fast as humanly possible. Your sweet spot is so every single mid laner has a sweet spot, and the best sweet spot for you as a mid laner is when you get Soul Labor. Here I would be getting the back camps. I would be going to the mid wave. I'd clear the mid wave, and I'm going for the red buff. This is what I would do.
Yeah, you're going for a fight that you shouldn't be at.
What are you even doing?
I was told to attack over here.
Yeah, you should have ignored him and gone to mid.
Check out my dad. Chill.
Sam ended up doing blue instead, so you guys dropped this kill. You're wasting
Just
time.
clear,
You got a whole wave coming behind you.
Here comes the surrender.
And now you're gonna have to back. And you lose mid pressure off of this
I can't catch
in mid tower. So that rotation was I think probably the worst thing you could have done.
Well, so, I'm sorry. Like Sam told me to gank, so I ganked. Oh, Horse told me to gank.
No, Horse said
Not
gank
paying
right.
attention. Oh well. That's the alcohol. Sorry.
So yeah, that rotation was terrible. Like maybe you pick up the left mid wave and then you rush to mid. You take that mid farm and then you go red.
Okay.
But you basically you all right. Now you've lost your red farm. You've lost your mid lane farm. Did he just take your red?
No, he didn't. His
Oh, they invaded it. You
So I
lost your
my
red.
tower,
You
my
lost
farm,
2 waves
yeah.
and left.
So
You lost your red farm, and you lost your tower.
Okay, so not worth. By
No.
any means.
Nope.
And you killed
So-
the Ra that's level 13.
I just want to give you a rundown. So you had like a total of about like 6 red buffs so far, right? From 6 red buffs, you got experience. Well, no, 7 because you had like an invade, right?
Yeah.
As well. Or 8. No, you invaded 2. So 8 red buffs, right? So of a total of 8 red buffs, because you invaded 2, you got experience for about 4. And that was 2 of them because you invaded. So the experience that you got from the red buffs is kind of, well, is kind of on the lower end of things, I could say. Try to poke him out, yeah. Just try to poke him out. That's good. That's good.
You're dead. Ooh, good juke.
Good juke.
Enemies at the gold fury.
Yeah, also you wouldn't have to burn your Aegis if you weren't greeting your 2 for damage.
Check out my tag. Yeah.
Yeah, you should have. I would have right clicked and I would have fired my ultimate there. Could have secured the gold.
Good poke.
You got this.
Nice.
Really nice job out of
Good
your
beats, good
Hades.
beats.
Stop being so pathetic. My art isn't classified.
Oh! Now you're dead. Later.
I'm dead.
Oop.
Yeah.
So what could I have done to play that better? Because I feel like I just wasted my ult on the gold trade that was already down.
So, first of all, what I would have done there, because you knew that they were on Gold Fury to begin with, which is the reason why you dashed towards the Gold Fury, is that I would have put a 3 over the wall, and then I would have kept on charging my ultimate instead of using my 1 to begin with.
Yeah, you
Okay.
used your 1. You fired off all 3 shots of your 1.
Instead of the one there?
Yeah, you fired off all 3 shots of your 1 to try and get off regular damage instead of just charging your
what
ult.
you tried to do there, you tried to like, so basically the way you went and the way I see it is that like the Ra was in front of you, right?
Reaver.
So, like, or whatever it was. Like, yeah, try to get Soul Reaver
Soul
here.
Reaver here. Soul Reaver. Book.
There you go, you have it right there. That's what you need at this point in time. So what I would have done personally is like try to put a 3 in front of you, right? Use your 2,
Yeah.
which is great. And then as soon as you use your 2 instead of using your 1, I would have just charged my ultimate. Your ultimate either forces you to it forces them off the Gold Fury, or you just hit 3 people with your ultimate and win the team fight from the get-go.
Or you force them off. They all start running. They hear you charging it up.
Yeah.
They back
so
off.
It might not be just to me still the gold fury. It might for them to force them off of it.
I mean, if I hear a Thoth ult coming and I don't have Raw ult or anything to confirm it with, I mean, I would drop it.
You would drop it 100%.
Nice.
Again, there is like, I don't know, man. I'm just not a fan of the fact that you're level 15 and you're just looking for poke. I'll be very straightforward right here. You're just wasting, like in 17 minutes being level 15 is a bit rubbish.
Okay.
Yeah, you do this a lot. I mean, we talked about this a lot when you were like living here, right? Is you play so aggressively and so much for the fights that you
Miss out on farm.
you miss out on farm, you miss out on objectives, you bring the whole team out of position because you just want to fight. When the reality of it is, if you had played the early game right, you have 4 levels up on her. Like
So-
you should be level 19 by now.
As a mid laner, you
Or
want to
18.
be you want to be greedy in terms of farm, not fights, and be calculated.
Okay.
Because you are the
I
last
should
line.
be looking to rotate to the backs, the left backs and right backs every time I can.
Pretty much, yeah.
And the big
Okay.
thing is, and that a lot of mid laners don't get this, is like you don't have to be at every team fight.
Yeah,
Like you don't. If it's an even 3v3, yeah. If your guy rotates, what can I pick up? Can I steal his red buff? Can I steal farm?
Or if you do rotate, think about it. What can I actually get out of this?
Yeah, but they're going there. But you guys can take a mid tower. You can take a right tower. You can invade his red buff.
Just push, fuck it. I mean, like, if you rotate, you're late. Just
Yeah,
push mid.
you're no, just go mid.
Just push mid.
That's down no matter what.
Yeah, but like you're getting the next wave.
You
You're
get the
getting
next
wave,
yeah,
and then
you
you're checking
could
the right side. Like if they die there, the left tower is dead, and not only that, but they are going fire. If they're going fire, you're getting a tier 2. If Cernanos pushes as well, you're getting double tier 2.
you basically offset there. Oh, they're going for Phoenix
If
here.
they're going Phoenix, then whatever. Again, doesn't matter. In my
You
opinion,
would have
doesn't
pushed the
matter.
tower?
I would have pushed the tower. I would have not
I
even
stay
cared.
mid.
Yeah, I would have like. Yeah, what are you going to do now? The Phoenix is dead. Just like push Phoenixes. Like if that Hades is chasing them and stopping them from like backing, you literally either get all the farm necessary and possible, right? Or you get like I don't know. Like you can get 2 tier 2s, you can get their farm, and they're not going to do anything. What, they're going to get fire? So what? Whatever, you're getting farm for it.
Oh, you almost got it. Double blink.
I would have committed to the tower.
You're out.
Try to dash. Put your 3 in dash. Yep. Your Cern should help you out. There you go. You should be able to
Really
kill
nice.
that maybe. You have your dash in 1
Dash,
second.
dash. Oh, you're dead. Suck at all.
They didn't even go for fire.
No, they didn't. That's a bit weird. Get your Soul Reaver up.
So, one thing I will tell you, you should have committed to the tower.
It's what?
You should have committed to the tower. You should have tried to kill the tower. Because, like, you did waste a decent amount of time, but you died in the end anyways. If you commit to the tower, you give your whole team, like, a good amount of gold right there.
Yeah, the other thing is that you give them a good amount of gold there, but on top of that, you running and trying to get away and blowing your beads and actives and everything like that, it kind of baited your team into trying to help you, and that's why that all went down the way it did. You guys also aren't warding at all.
Yes, we need war. Let's not buy anything from big corporations. They are all greedy scumbags.
Going Tahuti here, I guess.
Rod ain't bad.
No, Rod's good to pick up. I like Rod on Thoth.
Would I go after Rod?
I would go Ob Shard, and then I would trade your
What?
boots. Obsidian Shard.
Okay. So no Chrono spend it?
No. You have, so at this point in time, you have 40% cool or 30% cooldown reduction. You're in a good spot, no matter the situation. I mean, no matter what here. So if you're going to be buying, personally, what I would, so I'm not a fan of this item, but I would be buying it in this situation. The way you play
Staff
it
of Meriden.
is no. I would be buying Charon's coin. The reason I would be buying the coin here is not because like you guys are getting an insane amount of kills, but because you're powering through your mana like it's nothing.
Well, Tahuti will help with that. Tahuti and Mage's Blessing.
but that's the thing, right? Like
Get out.
same
I would get out and go
they're
defend the towers or the Phoenixes. You need to get the fuck out. They're gonna jump you. I think that Circat's behind you. I can't tell. No, you're good. I would back. Go defend Phoenix.
Yeah. At this point in time, and also another reason why I'm saying coin is good here is because like they're going to be forced to fight together, because they're going to be getting to a point of like fighting around Phoenixes.
Poke. I would ult them. Oh, now I'd really ult them.
Nice ult.
Really nice.
Nice.
Really nice. That's a huge fucking defense. Your Circat just saved your game. I would just shove mid. I would push waves.
Just honestly, you clear the mid wave and you go to the mid tower and hit it once and get the gold for your team.
Somebody should be going out left.
Yeah, just literally just go to mid as fast as possible and get a mid. I mean, get that mid tower. You literally need to put one basic attack in it so you can kill it. Like nobody is on the map to actually like do anything about this. There you go, 28 HP. Perfect. 250 gold.
Fire's down.
Fire is down. So because fire is down, your red buff, like the enemy red buff is up. You can pick up that.
Your Kernanos should have gone left here instead of going for those back camps.
It's whatever though, because the very least you guys defended. The
It's only 100 gold,
left
too.
Phoenix. Yeah, I mean left Phoenix spawned anyways, right? So it's still
Too
not
late
that
now.
bad.
Too late and left. Tell them to get the fuck out.
Try to get that left wave. Try to get the red buff, and try to get the purple buff as well. The reason you try to get
Right
all
wave,
this farm
right wave.
here, yeah, it's right wave. Did I say left wave?
Oh, you said left wave.
Oh yeah, it's probably because
So
I, was
I
looking-
think
I
that
was
yeah,
looking
yeah.
down.
I think that's why Palms pushed up that far
Oh,
too.
yeah. Yeah,
So I think they can hear you. The whole team can hear
What,
you.
the whole team can hear me?
The whole team can hear you. They just can't talk back.
Right. Yeah, it's probably because like when you're walking from like the other side, I'm like just looking at lanes instead of like looking at a map. So that's probably the reason why I said the left wave. I tend to do that a lot actually. Yeah, so right now we have enough for Road of Tehuri. So you're going to be hitting
you-
so hard.
Here's my question: do you need the coin? How much defense do they have?
Well, personally, at this point in time, I would have had the Divine Ruin, right? But you want the cooldown reduction, so like that's why I said the gem is the way to go.
So my next time, Divine Ruin.
So I mean, Divine Ruin would be great here because you're playing against the Zhonghui, you're playing against the Ra that's going to be healing the entire team, and so on and so forth, right? So like, the anti-healing is going to be coming up big. That's a lot of damage. Throw that on Anhur. Anhur 100%. Yeah, dash in, go in here. Your one is going to kill him if you play it correctly. Well done. So right here, wait for your cooldowns and you go back in. Oh, unlucky. It's okay. It's okay. Just get out of there. So you just group up as a team and push mid.
Your gold's up.
Doesn't matter. You would go for Phoenix here. No matter
Oh
the
yeah, no.
situation.
Oh, I didn't realize they took out the whole team. Sorry, I was looking at my.
So regardless, you would you just want to group up. Yeah, group up, push the Phoenix. If the circuit is gonna be going in, you guys should be able to like fight her no matter
Goober
what.
needs to heal the team.
Also, if you're gonna be hitting the circuit right here, you're gonna be able to heal your teammates. You have a soul gem. Keep in mind.
Get a soul gem proc. You gotta use the dash now. That's fine. Oh, almost.
Perfect.
Oh, you got him with the ult. Nice.
Yeah, just get out now. As soon as you get that.
No,
well,
you
get
definitely
out.
do
Don't-
not
don't-
attack
don't-
the Titan
do-
there.
You do
Go
not
gold.
go for
Go
Titan.
gold.
If you go for Titan right here, you just throw the game.
Fucking god. Yeah, I would go Obshard here. Like, I like the coin, but
Yeah, I mean, get Opshard in that case. Go for it.
would you go Obshard or coin here?
I
Or
would get Opshard 100% because I'm a sucker for Obsidian Shard. But as I said,
Divine's also good here.
Divine, but that's what I said.
Charge your ult. Your ult.
No, it's fine. It's fine. No, in late game. Okay, so late game team fights. A little trick: do not use your ultimate to secure
I wouldn't
an
get in that.
objective. If you guys are confident about it, fuck yeah, go in. But
Just get ready to use your dash.
it can be bad. Okay,
I don't know if I would have ulted that.
Just back off. You guys are fine. Like, just push the left-hand side and then go for the fire chain. Like, you guys are in such a good position at this point in time. You don't need to give a shit. Back off. Get your Divine Ruin. Like, your Divine Ruin is going to help you a lot. Normally, you would be buying Divine
So you said
Ruin.
I'm getting Divine Ruin, right?
Yeah, you get Divine Ruin here. Normally, I would tell you to buy Divine Ruin as a third item, but you wanted cooldown reduction. So that's the reason I told you the Soul Gem, right? Nevertheless, the Soul Gem is still good. Basically, what you would do at this point in time, right? If you would be buying the same build, but you would be replacing the Divine Ruin with the Soul Gem and the Soul Gem with Divine Ruin. So, like, the way you bought them, you would be buying them the other way around. If you were to need anti-killing, right? So that's kind of how it goes. His build on Thought.
So it's good for
Chronos
me to go for
blue
this red
boots?
buff before we go to fire.
I don't think
right?
you ever go Mage's Chronos Blue Boots on Thoth.
Oh, you can if you really want to. If you really want Chronos Pendant, but Chronos Pendant is not necessary.
Wlfy's trying to salvage it. Wlfy told him what to build the whole time.
This is me telling him what to build.
He's not salvaging his build. Wlfy told him how to path.
I mean, I'm trying to kind of serve everybody's needs, right? Like, if you want cooldown reduction, I'm trying to like tell you to like what cooldown reduction you can buy here. And most of the time, I will tell you not to buy Chronos Pendant because I think Chronos Pendant is a wasted item when you have.
You get tons of cooldown elsewhere.
Fuck.
Mage's
what's the name
Deso.
of the- Deso. When Deso is in the game, why would you buy Chronos Pendant? And I've seen that professional players do, and I do not understand it. When you buy Chronos Pendant, you literally hinder your damage so much. Just
That's a huge. This is a huge kill. I wouldn't.
perfect.
All right.
Well done. That was beautiful. Apollo ult in the air, by the way. They are going to be trying to fight here, most likely. Go on the Ra. If the Ra walks up, you try to kill the Ra here. So,
Sam
like,
engage,
you guys
Sam
are
engage,
super-
Sam engage.
You guys are super far away from that. Yeah, that's perfect. You guys should be
Really
able to
nice
win
shot
off
on the
this.
Raw there.
You look at the ADCs. Okay, you can kill this guy instead. Fucking hell. If he's doing that, sure. You go on Apollo. Apollo has no ultimate. You kill Apollo, not Anhur. You kill Apollo, not Anhur. Now you kill Anhur.
Nice job. I think that's GG.
So
That's GG.
here you should be using your just dash, and this game is over. Wait for your I was
Very
about to
nice
say,
job.
If you needed the range, you just wait for your Glyph of Pain and you're good. Just go for Titan. Don't get the Phoenix. You guys don't need to get the Phoenix. Go for Titan. You have the mid Phoenix.
Let's go. GG, nice job, boys.
So honestly, for most parts, what I would tell you to do is like focus on your farm. You're playing really aggressive, and most of the time when you're playing aggressive for no reason, and you're playing aggressive just for, it's like that bad habit that like most players have, that like, I want to assert my domination, and by asserting your domination, you're playing poorly, right? First wave you did that, then the
second,
there were
third,
multiple, well no,
fourth, fifth, sixth.
There were multiple times
Not
where,
the seventh.
there were multiple times where you tried to like play aggressive, when in reality you don't have to, because you're playing a winning matchup. So when you're playing Thoth against an ADC, as soon as you get to level 5, or no, as soon as you get to level 7 or anything above, let's say level 9 is your sweet spot, but as soon as you get to like level, let's say 7 or 9, that's where you're going to be able to get your boots, you're going to be able to poke the enemy mid laner without a problem, and alongside poking the enemy mid laner, you're going to be able to farm. Farming is the biggest thing. Alongside you're going to be poking him and clearing the wave, you don't want to use more than, and even this is a lot, 2 rotations of abilities, right? So let's say you clear the wave, and then you look at the map and you're like, okay, my red buff is up, or my mids are up, or my back camps, or whatever. So you just plan ahead of time, so you know where you're going to be going, so you can get your farm. If being like just thinking ahead of time is going to be putting you in such a better spot, because you will need that, and just like that you're going to end up being like 1-2 levels behind, and it's essentially going to win you the game, or potentially win you a team fight. That is going to win you the game. In terms of anti-healing, like the way the build was a little bit weird, because you wanted cooldown reduction, which is fine, because many people want cooldown reduction. If you're on cooldown reduction, cooldown boots are a way to go for it, right? Because cooldown boots are going to help you a lot, instead of like the power boots that you had that game, if I'm not mistaken. And instead of going for the soul gem as a third item, you go for divine ring, because you're playing against the Ra and against the Zhonghui, right? And plus, like both ADCs are going to be having lifesteal, so the anti-healing is going to help you against both of against the whole team essentially, right? And as soon as you're selling your soul gem, or sorry, as soon as you're selling your blessing, you will need to replace that with more cooldown, so you can actually stay on the same curve in terms of like cooldown reduction. So when you're selling your blessing, you're going to be buying soul gem. If you buy soul gem right there, you're going to be in like exactly in the same spot as you were before, but with in terms of cooldown reduction, but with more damage. And you're going to be having sustain as well, because it gives you a good burst of healing, and on top of that gives you health as well, right? As a last item, nevertheless, as a last item, you can, it's pretty much whatever you want. It doesn't really matter. I personally go for like for more penetration, like let's say obsidian shard, because as soon as you're going to sell your boots and get obsidian shard, you're losing 10% penetration, or 10% cooldown reduction, right? But you're getting 10% cooldown reduction from a potion. So the potion of power is going to be helping you there. One thing that like you should be like, so there are 2 things that like you need to pay attention to. Farm better, as thinking ahead of time. That's basically 2 in 1. And mana management. Unless like your teammates are going, or your soul laner is going to be getting the totem of coup all the time, which you can have more, more of a leverage in terms of like the amount of mana that you're going to be using. Be careful how much mana you use, because like the double pen build, which is the one that you did right now, is going to be like early game and mid game is going to suck ass in terms of the mana that it's going to give you. Like it's just not going to be good. So you need to think ahead of time, and you need to be careful how much mana you're using.
Here's my only question about it is whenever I dashed one him on the first wave, it was because I knew their jungler was still at the blue buff, because he hadn't hit level 2, or he was at the back camp, he had not hit level 2 yet.
Right.
Would you still do that, knowing that he would not be in mid for you to apply that damage?
No, because
you wait for your jungler to come in?
You could have applied that on your camps.
No,
and
because
gotten more farm.
if you apply that on mids, you're already ahead of him, because he is gone. By the time you clear the mids and you go back to the mid lane to clear the second wave, he's already finished clearing the first wave. So you're already ahead in XP by like by just thinking ahead of time.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems like it's a good idea up front, because you're like, I'm gonna run them out of pots, I'm gonna force them to back, I'm gonna get a big advantage off of that. But any smart mid, like even when you were low and you were pushed under your tower, you knew how to work your positioning so that you got all the farm, you were able to back and get back to mid lane, right? Like mid laners don't lose farm when they're poked out, like just straight up. Like I don't know what your opinion is on that, but if I can raw ult the wave from behind the tower with 5 HP, I'm still getting that wave and I'm getting back to lane. I can on her ult, I can do whatever, right? So, you know, obviously it doesn't work at level 2, but you know, dying early isn't like the worst thing ever. But the problem is you give up so much farm, and it's kind of like a consistent thing with Xuffer is like you like really good high level smite players they don't think about like what's the next instance of damage I can apply. They don't think about like what's the next, you know, poke I can give. They think about what's the next farm I'm gonna get and how do I get it, right? Okay. If that farm involves poking somebody out, like I have to poke out the honor here because if he's too low, he can't come to the red buff. If it involves poking somebody out, then do it, right? Yeah. But for the most part, don't just dump abilities into them. Especially since there were like 2 or 3 times where when you use your dash, you got fucked for it. You had to blow your Aegis on one of them because the Ra rotated, and all you were doing was clearing the wave, and your 2 was only at like rank 2 or 3 anyway. So you didn't even need the damage to clear the wave, and you used it. You had to blow your Aegis because the Ra came around the corner.
So I want to say that Xuffer as well, because like it's the same thing, thinking ahead of time, right? So you had an easier time because, well, quite frankly, you're playing against a Zhong jungle, right? So like he wasn't punishing you to begin with, but like a real jungle like Tor or anything like that, as soon as you dash, you're fucked. Yeah, so you need to play around your 1-3 combos stuff a lot, because as I said, you're in a winning matchup because you have the range. So as long as you're playing around the range, brilliant. You have the dash to get away, you should be completely fine, and play around your range and your mana. And honestly, keep those 2 things in mind, and you're going to have such a better and easier time in the future. I can guarantee you that.
Yeah. Sweet.
Cool. All right. Well, that wraps it up for this one. Thanks, guys, for watching. We'll see you guys in the next YouTube video. Hope this was helpful.